Socw6060. I'm Antonio Anderson and I live in Southern California. I've completed the first 11 weeks of my 250 hours at my agency, which is Outreach Concern, where I'm a personal counselor working with clients at the most prestigious Catholic high school in the United States, as well as at a great public elementary school in Yorba Linda. The differences and experiences I've had are deeper than the years of clinical psych background I have had previously held. As a kid, I was told that it is better to have and not need rather than to need and not have. Although it sounds like a credo for hoarders at times, it has served me many times where I just so happen to have had something that was needed. When Simon writes about the necessity of theory as a well-developed practitioner, I believe the conviction of the information provided. My background was heavily steeped in CBT, yet there were times in just the 11 weeks dealing with teenagers where I had to employ more suitable theories to the needs of the client specifically. After reading Thayer, I realized that my approach with the clients, when CBT didn't seem to be an all-inclusive resort, was to utilize evidence-based practices, and therefore, in light of the CSWE's detachment from an impossible mission for students to learn and apply properly such a vast amount of theories in place, and definitely having an incredible margin of error in the learning curve of theory, I side with Thayer in a sense that what is being taught currently, as it applies to a learning curve of theory, that grasping techniques as they are and has a higher probability of being ineffective in its current state of learning vast amounts in a small amount of time. I believe the focus on practice is imperative to productivity, so ultimately that leads me to the conclusion that both theory and practice are important altogether, although the use of which is highly determined by the field that we practice in. For instance, one may not be as used to working with family as it would be working with military personnel as far as it applies to theories. You can use some type of theory working for military personnel that wouldn't work for others. Ultimately, we have chosen a profession in which we will always have a lot to learn. So, whether it be theory, evidence-based practice, all of it is necessary. Why? Because at some point, we end up needing portions that we don't have. So, I would rather have them and ultimately not need them than need them and not have them. Thank you very much. Bye.